Hello buddies! Today I will show you my new PvP dreadnought build. Not a lot of things changed since last time, but since it's been a while and new stuff released and stuff like that, I will show you a bit more of my build. Right now I think I'm doing pretty great with this build. Just the season just started, but I'm 131 and 26 deaths, so it kills a lot. Like it's only in 10 games, so it's basically 13 kills per game and like 2.6 deaths per game, so it's really strong. But so I will show you my build. So let's start. The helmet is the same as before, Fantasy Duelist, because it gives 5k more power in 1v1s, and there's a lot of 1v1s in Domination solo, basically. I play with the Mark of the Barbarian word because there's a lot of Barbarian in PvP and they hurt a lot, so I just use that to counter those barbs that it's a lot. And I play with the tacticals, of course. I play with the Fiend Forge Blessprite. It's the upgraded version of the last one in my oldest video. 1k defense per teammate is really strong. Draconics, Shadowclad with the 8 points reinforcement kit. Shielded Defender, Vanbrace just to get some percentage damage reduction. And defense as modification, but you can use 8 points, it doesn't matter. I play with Mark of the Rogue Ward because Rogue is the only other class that can basically one-shot me. There's some really good Whisper Knives on Xbox that can basically kill anyone, so I would play with this one to counter them a little bit. It doesn't do much, but at least it's there. And I play with the Tactical. Now for the main hand, I play with the Lionheart set. I also have the Celestial, but this one is great because it gives a bunch of damage reduction when our stamina is low, and damage reduction is always useful. Play with Holy Avenger because it's a great bonus. Demonics in offense, like always. The shield, play with 8 points and crit severity. And Draconics in defense and Demonics in offense. And also on my main hand I play with AV Slash. You can use AV Slash or Reeve modification. It's your choice, like whatever you use most. And the boots here, I will change them soon. I want the new boots that gives like 20% hit points when we get crit or something like that. It's a hunt reward, and yet the hunts just released on Xbox and they're pretty hard to farm, so I will get the new boots one day. So tactical 8 points modification. Play with 3 books because they give a lot of hit points, and the Sword of Zariel because I play with the Zariel set, which gives a bunch of power when our hit points are low. Tactical demonics, and I use awareness modification because I want to counter a little bit more those Whisper Knives that plays with like 100k combat advantage in PvP. So I countered them a bit, but not that much, just to help a little bit. Play with the 22,000 defense because defense is really good for classes that cannot dodge in this current meta, which I will explain why later. Ring of the Brutal Fiend, so I can kill people a little bit better than if I use double defense ring, so I can kill people easier than if I just use 2 defense. And Demonics in offense like usual. I have stamina regen there, but you can use awareness or stamina regen, it doesn't matter. Belt of Victory, the set, of course. Demonics in defense, tactical in offense, in the utility. Infernal Forge shirt, critical strike combat advantage, max item level, demonics, and the Sandy's attack pants. They are a thing you can buy from the traveling merchant, the mysterious merchant in the stronghold. They cost like something like 10k gil marks, but so you need to see if the traveling merchant is the mysterious merchant is in your stronghold to get them, and they basically just control enemies when you get hit. So it's really good to disrupt plays. That's why I play with that. So there are my stats. 672 K hit points, and you can see the stats. That's out of like PvP zone, so for defense you add 7k, so it's basically 75k. For crit you can add 3k. Hit points you add 12k, so that's outside of PvP, like full buffed with potions and all. So now powers. The only change I did is into the fray, because with the new meta, with the mounts that hits hard in PvP, I used that to basically like lift my shield, get hit by their mount, and basically regen all my stamina right again. So and it gives a bunch of movement speed, so it's pretty good. That's why I don't play with the shield through anymore. It's a bit more for survival into the fray, and it's really great with stamina regen. Or even heavy slash. The other, like it's all into the fray is always good with those two powers, because if your stamina is full, you gain the full bonus of those. The same with Lionheart set. So you can copy this build if you want. Screenshot. We go to the Boons now. The Boons, you can maybe take a screenshot of that. It's pretty much basic PvP Boons for anyone. So copy that. Guild Stronghold. Armor Pen. You can play with hit points or defense. I prefer hit points because when I lift my shield I benefit more of hit points. It's like half of my hit points, so more hit points equal more shield. And mount power. You can also use potion if you really want to use potions, but I like to go to nodes faster with my mount, so I use that. And of course enhance overload PvP ward, so my rogue and barb overloads are 10% more effective. And the PvP boons, health, defense, critical strike, AP gain, control resist, and the thing that reduces the incoming healing. Companion, only the Xantarim Warlock works, so you basically just need Xantarim Warlock in offense or utility. It gives stats in PvP too, so that's useless. Now I play with this 3k magnitude mount power, the Toad, but you can also play with Tunnel Vision, which is, I don't have it mythic, but it's another 3k magnitude. So it's like the current meta, like everybody should run this thing. I know that it makes PvP really unfair and all, but that's the best option for now to kill people. But once they nerf it, then you can maybe go to this thing that heals for a lot, or maybe go back to the old lion here, the lion for more temporary hit points. But for now it's either the Toad at mythic or the Tunnel Vision at 3k magnitude, so it basically just one-shots people. It's really strong right now. I prefer to play here with the hit points. You can play with anything, but I like hit points. And insignias, it's pretty straightforward. It's all fortitudes, and you can copy these bonuses if you want. Take a screenshot again. And I have the colors, but I didn't really pay attention to them because I have stamina gain, movement speed, encounter power, AP gain, and rough astral diamonds, but it's a bit hard to upgrade them right now, so I didn't bother with them. So yeah, I think that yeah, I would show you my other stats here. And also I play with here Constitution and Dexterity for movement speed and hit points. And I use the Caprice, Wildstorm Elixir, Superior Flask of Potency, Invocation Blessing, and Potion of Critical Strike because I'm lacking some crit. And my bar is Potion, PvP Potion, and 2 horns, pretty much. So yeah, that's my updated build, and I hope you liked it. If you did, you can leave a like, maybe subscribe, and if you have questions, just put them in the comments, and see you for another build. Bye bye.